Hello everyone and welcome back to Prison Architect. So, where we left off, if I can remember, it's been a couple days. I think we've got $21,000 in the bank. I've got some injured guards here. Looks like there was a fight going on. I wonder what people's needs are. Can't see it yet because I need a psychologist. So, let me see where I am with all of my stuff up here. Might need to go ahead and get one started. Then I also need to get a cleaning guy started, but I guess I've got to hire maintenance guy first. But they all need offices, so let's go ahead and take care of that really quickly. Let's see if I can find them. Office. Perfect. Office 1, 2. Nope, not gonna work. It's alright. So I can start one here. Again, there's not going to be a lot of traffic, so I don't really have to worry about there only being one little block for the hallway here, and not obviously going to work there either. I don't think I even need that many offices, so I'm actually going to get rid of some of those because I probably will end up at some point making some of those parole offices because that is really important as well. So let me go ahead and hire a foreman. It's going to say he requires an office. We knew that already, so that's okay. And a chief. So there's those two buildings. Let's see. I'll also need a couple of others. So I think a lawyer will need one. And barber chef. That's interesting. Barber chief. That makes more sense. So I have a barber chief. Psychologist. He'll need his own. And most of these won't, so I think I have enough. Maybe need to build one more, but we'll see what happens whenever that time actually comes. Alright, so let's look at the rest of the prison really quick. I do need to add water over here. So let's go ahead and do that really quickly. Boom, boom, boom. And I think they're wanting hot water. I guess that's what that is. That red is. Again, I've never done it with hot water, so this is going to be interesting. So let's go ahead and build another room right here for our hot water tank. I don't know how big it is either, so let's see. Uh-oh, clicking too much. Oh, it's tiny. I can fit that thing in the corner over here. Well, let's not move it straight to the corner, but let me go and put it right there. That should be good. And then go ahead and finish building out the wall. I'm going to... right there, perfect. And add a staff door, because that's what we're going to need. My assumption is it's going to need some water coming in and then some water coming back out. So, I don't think it uses the same pipe system. That'd be great. It would be great if it did, but I have a feeling it's not going to. So, we're just going to have to see what's going to happen here shortly. Looks like those are getting added in. I also need to add these in over here. I bet I will have to. I mean, I'm seeing a hot water pipe here, so I'm assuming I will need to add hot water. The showers make sense. That they definitely make sense as far as needing hot water. So I'm assuming. Well, let's go ahead and speed that up a little bit. Basically, if you right-click and you scroll over like this, it will speed them up. It'll be set to a high priority. You can see your to-do list. I think the to-do list is here. Jobs right here. So these are all the jobs that we have to do. So as you get more people, this list becomes a lot longer. Obviously, that makes total sense. And this is what I was showing you guys last time. Is you can click on a door and open it. I really need to get the servo done. What do I need to get that done? Remote access. There we go. Right there. So once I get that done, I'll actually be able to attach the door system here to these doors here, which will be nice. It'll free up a lot of, having to wait for a guard and, which puts everything else on hold in here, because if everybody's waiting out here with a bunch of stuff trying to get in, obviously things are not getting done. So go ahead and looks like I think I'm just missing one little pipe. I sure am. I sure am. Right there. Hopefully those will connect to each other. That looks like two different pipes. Did I put a... I might have put a heated pipe there. Now that I'm looking at that, might have gotten into a rush. Alright, so we now have water coming to here, so I'm assuming we're going to need a separate pipe for these. So, back to a learning experience, that I can promise you. I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out shortly. Again, I've never done it before. You guys are probably going to think I'm stupid. I'd love to not run a pipe all the way over here again, because then you have two different pipes to worry about. So I'm thinking, uh-oh, medium and increasing. So I wish I had my psychologist. Let me see if I can hire her yet. Or him yet. I cannot yet. So, being patient. Let's see if we can get an idea. Family, drugs, clothing, alcohol. Those are all things that they're going to need. I've got some phone. Oh, I don't have any phones in here. Maybe I can do that to liven up the place, make people a little bit happier. I'll go ahead and add some 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, actually, I'm going to skip every one. I'm going to put a chair there. That seems like a good idea. These aren't that expensive, so I'm not really worried about. I mean, they are at the beginning of the game, obviously, because they're $300 a piece. But you know, when you get this many people, you've got to. And I say this many people, this isn't even a lot. I've got some prisons with 2,000 people in it. So I think those would be good for right now. And I probably need to hire some more staff. 4 guards isn't going to cut it when you have. Oh wait, doesn't even. No, 69 prisoners. Okay. All right, so I need to get a doctor in here eventually as well, because the longer people are injured, the more angry they become. I'll go ahead and hire. Go ahead and get that started as well. Oh, I thought that guy was jumping on there to be gone. I was like, man, he's making a break for it. Making a break for it. Oh man, it's high and increasing. What is the issue? Let me check their schedule here. The regime. I'm going to go ahead and change this stuff up a little bit. Work free time, work free time, work free time. Go ahead and give them an extra hour to eat. Work free time, work free time, work free time. Another hour to eat. Oh. Yeah, that should be good for right now. That free time should make them feel a lot better. Hopefully this right here will make that start to go down. As these go higher, they'll get more and more red, and that's when people start doing stupid stuff like damaging walls and trying to break out and things like that. So you really have to keep an eye on that, and I'm hoping it starts to go down really soon, because I mean, it's getting higher as time goes on. So I know they're wanting extra clothes as well. Oh, got a Polaroid. Not sure why you collect those, but they seem like a good idea to me. We got so many people that are injured as well, so I look forward to finally getting that nurse. Oh, it's out of power. This pump has no power. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and leave this door open, and I'm going to go ahead and lock it open, because there's no point in them being locked in there. Alright. We really need... it's starting to go down, thank goodness. I wish this one... Oh, because... yeah, she's working on prison policy. As soon as that gets done, they will get working on... As soon as they get done with prison policy, she should start working on health here. I can go ahead and hire some cleaning people. That's nice. Go ahead and hire 5 off the bat because they really have a lot of work to do. I mean, this place is starting to look absolutely disgusting. Alright, so where's my sir? Here we go. So that's almost done. It won't take much longer because this stuff is killing me. Having to open these doors. And obviously I can't lock them open. I don't know if you guys are thinking that or not, but there's no way in the world I can lock those open. All the cells are too high quality. So it looks like I'm going to have to open up cell block B in order to be able to get these people here in the cells. So let's go ahead and do so. Do a basic cell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that worked out very nicely. I do have a pretty good amount of funds at the moment, so I'm going to be able to build a couple of these to get all them in some rooms. I'm also going to build some dorms here shortly. And I'm definitely going to need to expand on this canteen here. Let me go ahead and do that now while I'm thinking about it. And I have the funds to be able to do so. Obviously, that's a huge factor in that. And I think they have a way around, because I have not built my wall yet. So as soon as I build my wall, I'll feel more confident in, destroying this wall here, but I'm going to wait till they actually go around there to do it. And it'll be a little bit. They still have to finish up all of these. All right, let's check the water. And let's check for the hot water. Nope. So that is the case. So we need to figure out how to get hot water. Pardon me. Need to figure out how to get hot water to some of these places here. Try that out, I guess. I really don't know. I might have to do a little bit of research to find out for sure, because I really don't know how to do the hot water. I know it's usually on a different pipe and stuff, but I don't know if I just don't know. We'll find out though. We'll figure it out. It'll be a learning experience. If you guys happen to know, you guys feel free to leave it. If you know the best way to do it, I should say. Hopefully I'll figure it out before the end of this episode. But, if you happen to know a better way to do it than I figure out, then please let me know in the comments below. I'd really appreciate it. The only way all this works is if I get information from you guys. I don't know the best way to do everything, even though there's a lot of times I might feel that way or see it might, I might act that way. I really don't mean to. It's definitely not the case because I know without you guys, everybody has something different that they know how to do, and that's better than, what everybody else does. So, I mean, I completely rely on you guys and stuff like that for, finding certain things out. Alright, so it looks like people are having an issue with environment. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but let's see. I need my psychologist. I need him. Alright, so prison policy has been approved. So prison policy, I can choose. Here you have destruction, how long the punishment's going to be, whether they're going to be a lockdown or a solitary. Lockdown is locked into their cells. Solitary is actually being locked into one of these rooms. And you can choose the amount of time that they spend in each one. So you can also in here choose if they get found destroying something. You can either search him, you can search the cell, or you can change their security rating. So they go from, a minimum security to a maximum security or something like that, if you want to, all the way up to super max. So you can move them up a little, you can move them down, and then minimum, medium, maximum, and then super max. You can do all of those. And then same thing with really all of these are going to be the exact same. You can choose whether you want to search him, search the cell, and you just basically put a checkbox, and if you want to upgrade them, you can. So something like, murder down here, we would change to, maximum security automatically. It would automatically change to maximum security. Because obviously you need to keep an eye on them. So I went ahead and made all of those search him and the cell. It will keep the guards busy more. However, you'll find a lot of stuff, especially when people start getting angry, you'll start finding stuff that they are trying to hide. So that's not a bad idea. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and build a foundation out here as well. We can go ahead and get that started. Looks like all of these cells up here are done, so go ahead and start running my water. I'm going to try to put the water right in between the walls here. And go up this side as well. I'm not going to do that. Thinking about it. But I might need to run hot water, and I want to make sure that I can run the hot water without it running into something else. Alright, so let's see what we got going on here. Everything seems to be going, so we just have to keep watching. Looks like everything's starting to get cleaned up a little bit more and more. I might have to hire some more because it's still getting dirty, while they're cleaning it. So we might have to do that pretty soon. These are about to be done, which is fantastic. I probably need to start getting these done as well. Permanently stationed guards for sure. That's not nearly as important for me. Tax relief, I definitely need that. Extra grant, I need that, and that I need. Prison labor, groundskeeping, and I'll go ahead and get all of those started. Why not? Oh, I wish I would have waited. I should have waited. All right, so, I can do some grants. I've not done some grants in a while, and the good thing is if you already have it done, then you don't have to worry about getting, it doesn't disappear. You still have it, so that's good. Let's see, build a common room. I need to do that anyway. Build at least 4 workbenches. That's what's going to be done here really quickly. Obviously, it didn't give me... Oh, it's already... Huh. Unlock maintenance, okay. And then groundskeeping should be done, and I need to do some weight benches anyway. Unlock prison labor, 2 laundry machines. I'm going to do that here shortly. I think I'm going to do... Oh, man. Let's see. This will be a good one. It paid a little bit as well, $10,000. So, and all I need to do is this one's actually being worked on now, and then I'll just hire a gardener. That'll be done. Go ahead and build these weight benches really quick. Really quickly. Where are they at? Oh, if I look for the right thing. I was looking for the bench. Obviously, it's not there. I'm going to go ahead and put a chair in between them so somebody can watch somebody else work out. Why not? Seems like a good idea. Go ahead and make this even. I don't like it. Oh, never mind. I don't want them getting bunched up at the door. Alright, so it looks like things are moving along pretty rapidly. And I think they're going to get things cleaned up. I got the kitchen going. Polaroid. Alright, so I should have my doctor done, which means I can go ahead and build a infirmary. Let's see. Medical. I guess that's what they call it now on here. Alright, so they can go ahead and get started with that. I wish they wouldn't take the lights out. I don't know why. Take the lights out. Need that light there. I need the light there. Then I can go ahead and build a doctor. Go ahead and hire a doctor. They can go around and start healing people. And it looks like I did get my thing down too low, which is fantastic. I am very glad to see that. I don't have to worry so much. Don't have to worry so much at all. think my cleaning people, as soon as I get the... I wonder what this guy is still doing here. I wonder if I can move him somewhere. Put him in solitary for just standing out here. Let's see. Oh, I'm just gonna grab him and let him go. Uh-oh. Someone's building a tunnel. So let's go ahead and shake down the joint. Go ahead and shake it down. It's been a while anyway. I don't think I've done one on this one since I started it. Alright, let's look at here, look over here. Now's a good time anyway because everybody's sleeping. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hire a couple more guards. I want to go ahead and get at least 10. I'm still making money, which is always good. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's because we're waking them up. But hopefully we'll get this done quickly. Let me see if I can just... I bet you I'm going to have to actually run a pipe. But how does it distinguish between the two, I guess, is my big thing. I mean, I guess I can just go ahead and run them down. I'm going to have to anyway, so... Because I will be adding showers into all of these at some point. Well, there you go, figure. Guard decided to take a break, apparently. Finding some stuff. Lock them down. Lock them down. See, if I didn't find that tunnel, I wouldn't be doing this, so you guys can blame each other. Yeah, I gotta take that guy to... I might need to increase that, because nothing worse than having a tunnel leading out of your prison. I don't know what to do here. Oh, there it goes. Where was this guy headed? No telling. No telling. Alright, I can actually do programs now, so parole hearings, so I can start making some money. So, since I can do that, I am actually going to go ahead and build some more parole offices. Wish I would have made that a little more uniform than it is. But not much I can do about it now. And there's nothing I'm going to be able to, I won't be able to add any more in here. So, in order to build more parole offices, I will need to go ahead and add another building, extend this, out here a little more, something like that. Probably that's actually probably the better idea. All right, so open the door, open the door, open the door, open. Come on, open. 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 Alright, so the best thing to do is now look at it and see if this is still needing hot water. It is. I wonder if this has the same limitations as the other ones. I would assume so. Because it's just a small pipe. You can't just run a small pipe and expect to get a lot of hot water out of it. So I'm not really sure. I'm going to go ahead and dismantle this because, and this is what I was talking about earlier, where I now have a pipe running over an electrical cable, which means that once I do this, it might end up removing both of them, and then it could knock down, this whole cell block will be knocked down. Luckily, I, had the backup over here, but oh, good, thank goodness it didn't. So that's good to know. Good to know. All right, so my water boiler is going, so I guess now it's just a waiting game to find out if it's gonna get that hot water that I need it to get. Phone tap, we definitely don't need that. The deployment should be done here pretty soon, I believe. Yeah, 3 hours roughly. So I can do cameras as well. There you go. Intelligence. Go ahead and get that one started. Bank loan, I've honestly never had to take out a bank loan. I always try to be cautious enough not to. And I can check out my evaluation so far. It looks like if I were to sell it right now, I'd make $220,000, which is a big increase from my original $30,000. So that is pretty exciting. So I am glad to see that. Programs, I need to go ahead and get as many of these started as I can. Perfect. Obviously, I don't have enough here, but the more inmates that come in, I still have space for, 23 more. So, that'll be something that, will be used a little bit more, but I might as well go ahead and get them, in there just in case. All right, so what do we got going on now? I've got medical. I need to build a column. What are my challenges here? All right, so unlock guards keeping or grounds keeping. That's working on it. Grounds keeping here as well. So I can't do anything with these two yet. That's unfortunate. What is? It's increasing. Or they just didn't get enough sleep. Maybe they didn't get enough sleep. I need to go ahead. Wow, that's actually a good idea. I'm going to go ahead and get started with adding showers to all of these. Check on my hot water over here. Okay, so that actually did work. Let's see. How many sections do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it can actually go further than that, so that's great to know. So I'm actually going to extend this over here. I doubt it's going to reach. If it does, fantastic. If it doesn't, not a whole lot I can do about it. I think I already have them over here anyway, so. And just run it down here. But really, I should go ahead and do all of them because it will be required. It's just basically a secondary pipe, so it's good to know at least. All right, so as long as it's coming out of this pipe, so that makes sense. So I should go ahead and run. I probably need to run this pipe here, up here. And here, 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 and here. And the reason I'm doing this is because of the fact that I am going to be putting, showers in all of the cells. It makes it easier. I don't like having a big room like this. You see all of these people in here trying to take a shower. It just doesn't work out very well. So I'm not going to do that. Solitary rooms doesn't need it. That one, those already have them. I'm going to go ahead and put them in here. Best time to do this stuff is during the daytime because of the fact that the doors tend to stay open while they are out doing, whatever they're doing. All right, moving on up. And make sure we get the drains because, man, you don't get a drain in here, the next thing you know, the rooms start flooding. So those have showers. These do not. So I'll go ahead and add one here, here, and here, and here. All right, that one has it. All right, so all of these seem to be good to go. I need to go ahead and do these up here. I can't wait. Oh, it's done. All right, so this is awesome. So I can actually designate guards for certain areas, and the main reason I want to do this is because I want them. If they're patrolling in this area, I can actually see what's going on in that area. Like you'll have these guards, I can actually see what's going on, and it doesn't have that fog going on. I'm not a huge fan of that. So, all right, what am I doing? Okay, so I am going to continue on doing this here, adding showers. And a shower head. The main reason, and they make it look pretty interesting on the game, but the shower could be like like to the side of the actual toilet. This kind of makes it look like it's like you have to sit on the toilet in order to be able to shower, but I don't think that's actually the case here. Because these cells are really small and there's not a whole lot you can fit in here. Alright, so I do need to hire some more guards. I'm still making quite a bit of money, so I want to make sure I have enough people on post. Alright, so they are still saying that they don't have enough. So I'm going to go ahead and do a dorm room here. Just a basic dorm room. Ah, it's excellent-ish. Because now I'm realizing I'm only going to be able to put 2 here. But I can always put single cells up here, so that's fine. I'll take it. And while I'm at it, might as well go ahead and I'm going to put these on the sides of these toilets just to... Because there's a lot more space in here to be able to do these things. And if I want to put a bookshelf or a TV or a radio, I can do that from over here. That with any of these areas, these blocks here. But with a regular cell, there's just not enough room. You've got to think about being able to add some of that stuff in to increase the level of the cell. You don't want a cell that's not going to be, well done. So I wish I would have focused a little more and started designing a little differently. But I can start designing from here. I'm about to run out of space, and I need to start designing. Actually, first, need to go ahead and this will probably be the last thing I do for this episode. But I'm going to go ahead and build out my fence. Keep in mind the reason I'm doing just a regular old fence is it's a little bit of protection. It's not going to stop a whole lot, but it's a little bit. It's enough that I won't have to really worry about somebody digging a tunnel. They will have to dig a tunnel on the other side of the wall in order for it to really matter, which is great because by the time that actually happens, I will probably have already found the tunnel, especially whenever I start getting dogs and stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and do that. And again, the main reason being is because a concrete wall is $50 a square, brick wall is $50, a perimeter wall is $200 a square, which later on, whenever I get the prison the size that I want it, that'll be perfectly fine spending $200 a square. But I mean, I don't even know if if I were to do one of these, and that's $10,000 for this one wall, almost $11,000 for this one wall, and I just can't afford that. I mean, I would be able to do one wall, and that's it, and the rest of the prison's just going to have to suffer. So if I do this, though, it's $162 there, and moving down here, the longest part is $558. I don't know how much this one is. Then we just connect that one to that, and we're good. So I've got a door here, so if they need to get in and out, they can. Yeah, I think that's good. So I do have the basis of a pretty decent building going up here. I am going to expand this out. This is going to be cell block A, cell block B. I might. You you can't really. I mean, it's not in the game to be able to choose cell block A and cell block B. So there's not a whole lot I can do with that. But I am going to expand this out. I'm going to go. I like to make it big enough, bigger than is required. So I think that should be a pretty decent sized canteen. And let's go ahead and do a 20. This would be a pretty decent sized kitchen. Again, I like to have everything, even if I have multiple canteens, so one for cell block B, one for cell block A. I like to have one huge canteen to be able to, distribute the food to those. So that's the main reason I'm doing that right there. All right, need to get these some water, agua. I'll go ahead and click that, and I'm going to have to do this because I'm also going to have to run some pipes in here because again, there's only 15. You can only do 15 in between before the pressure just isn't strong enough to do everything. So it looks like my heat ended right here. So maybe there is a distance. Let's go ahead and speed those up and see what happens. Because if there is, I might have to add another boiler room. And that might be what I'm supposed to do. I don't know. That might be what I'm supposed to do. Who knows? Or you guys probably do. I don't. But it's 71 degrees outside. That's pretty hot. That's Fahrenheit, by the way, in case you guys are wondering. Alright, so that one has it. Of course, it looks like it stops right here, so it won't really matter till we get here. Alright, let's wait and see. Got one more to connect. Connect this one. Somebody connect it. And there we go. Thanks, man. Alright, so it definitely does stop around here somewhere. It's just too far. The pressure's not good enough, I guess. So I probably need to go ahead and build another one, which is sad. But I'm going to go ahead and put one for cell block B in here. And I just added this little room. I'll just put a little room right here. It doesn't need a whole lot. I mean, all the pipes and stuff come in, so I'll just put it like here. It'll be like in a solitary cell or something. Staff door, obviously. Don't want nobody getting in there. And I need to run a pipe. And then I can run this from here to here. And then the same from over here to over here. I don't think I laid these pipes yet. It's gonna be a whole new ball game with this stuff on here, man. With the heat, you need to heat up the water. Whole new ball game. All right, so cell block A, I don't think is going to get much bigger. I will probably turn this into protective custody. That'll probably be what I end up doing because you won't use this much space for protective custody for a while anyway. And then I will actually expand. This one out quite a bit. I will probably branch it out this way, leaving 2 blocks there. And then 2 blocks around. I don't want to get it too close because again, that makes it easier for them to escape. And then I will probably do something like this. For the first stage, fill in all of this, and then I'll expand it out a little bit further later on. And as I start getting money, I'll start buying up some land over here so I can move these, and this will give me some more space here. and some more space over here to add in. So I think it's heading in the right direction. I still don't have as much money as I would love to have. Now that I am able to get 144, it looks like I'm about to bring in another 61 prisoners, which is fantastic. That'll be a $18,300 increase, as well as getting people in and out of the door, which is the most important part. I currently have 4 prisoners up for parole. I do need to build a visitation center, which I'm going to go ahead and do that really quickly. I wish I would have thought about that before. I completely forgot. So let's go ahead and build a visitation room. Actually, I'm going to do that separately. I'm going to go ahead and design it right now, and then I will actually build it in the next episode because of the fact that it's got to be big enough. It has to be big enough that everybody is able to get in and enjoy being with their family. There we go. I think that's decent enough. I might need to be a little bit bigger. I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bit bigger. And I'll actually put the door here. Yeah, so then I'll just fill this with, pardon me, with tables. And then people will be able to go in and visit with their family and stuff. Since the prison's going to get pretty big, it's not a bad idea to go ahead and have it. Anyway, all right. Well, thank you again so much for watching. I really do appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to view the videos. If you have any suggestions, comments, concerns, please let me know. I'm more than happy to figure out what I can do. If you want to see me do something in the game, if you have a mod in mind that you would like me to try out, let me know. I'm more than happy to do anything you guys want me to do. Other than that, hit the subscribe button if you would like to. Otherwise, please at least hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video. Other than that, I will see you guys next episode.